Hey everybody, it's March the 18th, 2010. The results are in, someone has sent home, and we're going to talk about it all right here on a brand new edition of Idle Chatter. Hey everybody, and welcome to the second episode of Idle Chatter. I am your host, Caleb Graham, and last night was a pretty exciting night, I think, overall. You know, we always have to send somebody home, and at this point, and I said this on a comment that I posted on an article today, at this point for me, most of the time, not all the time, but a lot of times, when it gets to the top 12, there's always something good that I can say about everybody. Even the people that are not the best, you can see where they improve every week. And so at this point for me, it's always hard to see anybody go home, but it has to happen. And so, anyway, but we'll get right to it. The show started last night with Simon asking Ryan why he was being so aggressive, why he had such aggressive behavior last night. And Ryan was trying to explain, you know, he was trying to help the Michael out by getting him some positive criticism and all that kind of stuff. And and I've said this before, but I'm definitely going to miss the banter back and forth between Ryan Seacrest and Simon Cowell next year when Simon is gone. I'll say it again, I hope maybe Ryan will be on the X Factor. But we don't know, we'll see. David Cook started off the show with an incredible performance of Jumpin' Jack Flash, which was a Rolling Stones song. I was always a David fan. When he was on Idol, I voted for him every week from the start, and he won. And he was one of the first ones, well, not really one of the first ones, but one of the few that I have said from the beginning was going to win. I think the only other time I had said that was with Carrie Underwood, so from the audition. So I was really excited that year, and I loved him. The performance last night was absolutely fabulous. He did an incredible job. He's a great performer. He has great stage presence. He's just an all-out, all-around amazing artist. Then, later on in the show, we had Orianthi, who, if any of you went to see Michael Jackson's This Is It, you'll remember her. She was the phenomenal guitar player on there, and she got a record deal, recorded an album, and has had a really cool hit song, According to You, which I love. I love her. She had a great performance. I'm not really sure about her singing live. She's an incredible guitarist. But singing live, it kind of just sounds a little off. But I still like her. She's really cool. And then, of course, probably one of the show-stopping performances, or the show-stopping performance last night, was when Kesha came out with 303 and performed Blah Blah Blah. It was probably one of the coolest performances, besides stuff that you see from Lady Gaga, that's going around right now. She's a great performer. She knows how to tear up that stage, and she did it. And then 303 came out. I was wondering if they were going to be there when they said that, you know, that she was doing that song, because they never announced them. They just said that it was going to be her. So I was really excited about that. Then we got into the elimination. They played the Ford music video, which I love those things. I love cheesy music videos, and you know, the way that they incorporate the cars and like all the stuff into those videos, I absolutely love it. And I really thought the one last night was cool. But as soon as it was over, Ryan got right into it. He wasted no time. He sent Paige into the bottom 3 as soon as that video was over. And in that same time slot, he sent Tim also to the bottom 3. Then, of course, a little later, Lacey was brought down to the bottom 3, and I think overall I was okay with the bottom 3 last night. I've said before I'm not a really big fan of Casey. I wish that he would go home, but I think overall it was alright. I probably wouldn't have put Paige there based on my opinion of the performances and the overall from Tuesday night. I probably would have put maybe Aaron Kelly there, maybe even Andrew Garcia. John Michael's going to kill me for that. But, I mean, I love Andrew, and I definitely think that he was one of the pretty good ones on Tuesday night. But out of everybody, I think I would have probably not put Paige there. Tim and Lacey, yes. but not Paige. I would have probably put somebody else there. But she ended up being safe, which was good. Tim went back first, was safe, and he did his little heart thing to the audience again. I need to stop scratching my nose. I keep saying I'm going to quit doing that on tape. But the judges were okay with the bottom three. They thought that it was a fair assumption after watching the tape back from Tuesday night. And then of course Lacey had the lowest number of votes, and poor girl, you know, she's so sweet, and I really do like her a lot as a person, and I like what she stands for. She just kind of had some issues sometimes with her singing, but you know, I really think that she's got a lot of potential and that she'll do better. She sang for the Judges' Save, which does go back into play this year. It was something that they began, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. I think it was last year. And the way it works is, in the top 12, the judges have one time that they can save a contestant from being eliminated if they have the lowest number of votes. And they can use it from the top 12 all the way through the top 5. And they can only use it one time. And they even said last night that they would keep, there was one person in the bottom 3 worth saving. They never did say who, but I have a feeling that it was probably Paige. But of course, after she performed, they did not use the save, and Lacey was sent home. So, that's a little bit about what happened. I was okay with it. I was okay, I think, with Lacey going. It's sad. Like I said, it's sad when anybody goes at this point. But, you know, I think that it was a fair judgment and a fair choice. I think America probably got it right. And we'll see what happens from here on out. And you better believe we'll cover it all. And we will be right back after the break with Danielle Ussery. See you then.